4 people described a man named Shane. If we had not known better, we would have assumed they were talking about 4 different men. Each knew him well. Each spoke separately. None heard the others. We asked only one question: who is Shane? The answers were difficult to reconcile. And perhaps that was the point.
Shane is one of the best colleagues I've ever had. That sounds boring, but I mean it. He's careful, reliable. He notices things other people miss. If someone new joins a team, Shane is usually the first to make sure they don't feel excluded. If a meeting gets tense, he somehow lowers the temperature without embarrassing anyone. He motivates people without sounding like one of those fake corporate optimists. That's rare. People trust him. I trust him. But here's the strange part. Almost nobody knows anything about his life outside work. I've worked with him for 7 years. I know how he handles deadlines, conflict, stress, budget pressure. I don't know what he does on weekends. I don't know who he calls when he's upset. I don't even know what kind of music he likes. He's not secretive. He just reveals exactly as much as the situation requires. Nothing more.
The Shane I knew was chaos with good hair. He was funny, sharp, ridiculously quick. You could throw him into any room, and 5 minutes later, he'd somehow be running the conversation. People loved him. Mostly. He had ideas all the time. Road trips, pranks, wild plans. Half of them stupid, some brilliant. He could make an ordinary Tuesday feel like a movie. But let's not romanticize him too much. He could be a jerk. Not physically, not aggressively. But socially? Yeah. He sometimes pushed things too far. He liked testing people, teasing, pressing weak spots, finding out who could take a joke. Sometimes it was funny. Sometimes it was just cruel. And the weird thing? He usually knew exactly where the line was and sometimes crossed it. Anyway.
People think mothers see only the good. That is not always true. Shane was not an easy child. I loved him, still do, but easy. No. He argued about everything. Even as a little boy, he always needed the last word. You could not simply tell him what to do. You had to convince him. Sometimes, even now, we end up arguing over something ridiculous. Politics, money. Whether people complain too much, he can be exhausting. But I'll tell you something. He has always cared more than he admits. He pretends to be tougher than he is. That part has not changed. When he was young, anger often arrived before vulnerability. I think that still happens. Some people cry first. Shane defends first. And feels later.
If you asked my parents, Shane was perfect. Seriously, educated, polite, thoughtful, stable job. Good manners. My mother adored him. My father respected him. They thought I had won some relationship lottery. And in the beginning, I almost agreed. He could be incredibly attentive. He remembered details. He listened. He made you feel seen. That's what made the ending confusing. Nothing dramatic happened. No cheating. No betrayal. No explosion. Things just faded. Slowly. I started feeling taken for granted. Like he had stopped reaching, stopped choosing us. And what hurt most was this. He didn't seem particularly bothered by the distance growing between us. Not cold. Not cruel. Just strangely calm. As if emotional drift was weather. Something to observe. Not something to fight. That's when I understood something. Shane adapts remarkably well to people, but I'm not sure he knows what to do when staying requires effort instead of adaptation.
So who is Shane? Reliable professional, chaotic instigator, difficult son, emotionally evasive partner. Psychologists have studied something like this for decades. Mirroring, social tuning, the chameleon effect. Human beings constantly adjust to the people around them. So does Shane. A voice changes, humor adapts, posture shifts. Another side comes forward. For most people, it happens automatically and subconsciously. Then another question appears. If different people bring out different sides of you, why assume only one of them is really you?